afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Tom O'Brien Show on TFNN, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern every day. I'm not Tom O'Brien, of course. My name is Ken Shreve. I host my own show on TFNN just before Tom's Breakout Investing from 3 to 4 Eastern. I'll be filling in for hour number 1, and I believe my good friend Steve Rhodes will be handling hour number 2. Taking a look at Starbucks after close, we got some earnings reports coming in after the close here. I have a quote service that's showing Starbucks closing at 46.62, up 1.6% today, but the stock is trading sharply higher in after hours, so it looks like good numbers from Starbucks, trading around 49 and a quarter, 49 and a half. So it looks like good numbers from Starbucks, and we'll check in on Priceline too. I was talking about Priceline on my last show here before I came on the air, and it looks like very good numbers from Priceline as well. Let's pull up a chart here for Tiger TV on Priceline. Priceline, yeah, looks like a big movement in after hours. Closed at 586.10, trading around 638 in after hours. So big numbers from Priceline as well. And we also check in on shares of LinkedIn, because this is a stock that was under quite a bit of selling pressure ahead of earnings. We'll look at LinkedIn and Tiger TV here. And we'll see it closed at 106.84, trading just over 107 in after hours. So not sure earnings have come out yet for LinkedIn, but busy day of after hours earnings. Let's go ahead and check in on the major averages here at the close Thursday. We'll see that the Dow closed up 136 points. Not sure this is an official settle, but up 136 points to 13,232. We are at the, fourth day of a rally attempt for the Dow Jones Industrial Average. For those of you that don't know me, I did spend many years at Investors Business Daily, so I'm just kind of keeping track where we are in this nascent rally attempt for the Dow. It's day 4, and that 1% gain is not that real powerful follow-through that you want to see, but we could see follow-through in this market as early as tomorrow when the jobs report comes out. Non-farm payrolls are expected to increase by 125,000 from 114,000 in September. So it's easy to be bearish on this market, but you don't want to be married to one side or the other. The bear case definitely holds water. The bull case isn't a bad one either, so got to be nimble in this market and have to expect the unexpected. So how the market responds to tomorrow's jobs report certainly will be interesting to watch. So good day for the Dow, up a little more than 1%. Let's check in on the Nasdaq Composite here. It outperformed today, up 1.4% to 3,020. Nice little bounce for the Nasdaq off its 200-day moving average. Slightly different time frame for the Nasdaq. Day 1 of a rally attempt for the Nasdaq was Friday, because the market was closed Monday and Tuesday. So we're day 3 of a rally attempt for the Nasdaq Composite. That means the earliest we could see a buy signal in this index would be tomorrow as well. And what does a buy signal look like? Well, it would have to be a significant percentage gain in the area of 1.5%, maybe as high as 2% or even more. And you'd want to see volume come in higher than what we saw today. There was a little bit of volume in the Nasdaq today. Don't have a final volume read, but looks like it's slightly higher than what we saw yesterday on the Nasdaq at 1.76 billion shares. NYSE volume yesterday was 821 million. We were very close to that today, just a little bit lower, but we'll see how the final volume totals shake out today. So that's a look at the Nasdaq Composite, and let's finish with a look at the S&P 500 today. We'll see the benchmark index up 1.1% to 1427.59. S&P 500, definitely an issue for this index is its 50-day moving average here at 1434. That's this blue line. Could be resistance, but we're talking about day 3 of a rally attempt for the S&P 500 as well. So if that jobs number comes in better than expected, we continue to see some money come in from the sidelines. Not out of the question that we could see follow through in the S&P 500 as well. So what if the market flashes a buy signal tomorrow? What if it's, it could be kind of a lukewarm buy signal, or it could be a really strong buy signal, and it would be in the form of a really big, powerful percentage gain in higher volume. The other option, of course, is that we head lower on a disappointing jobs report. So we'll just have to see how the market responds to the number tomorrow. But if we do get some sort of confirmation or follow-through by the major averages tomorrow, what does that mean? Well, it doesn't mean that you just kind of move all in. It doesn't mean that you just close every single one of your short positions if you're short this market. But if you want to nibble, at a stock or two to buy, that's fine. But you want to kind of move in slowly. You don't want to make big bets based on one day of positive trading action. My ultimate growth stocks model portfolio, which I run at TFNN, it is very lightly invested here. I've got a formidable cash position. I've nibbled at a couple of names recently because their technical picture basically told me to, but I'm still erring on the side of caution here. And even if I do get a buy signal tomorrow, I may nibble at something else, but it's not like I'm going to be looking to buy 3, 4, 5, 6 stocks tomorrow. So I'm still favoring a fairly heavy cash position here. Realize that the Nasdaq composite has been under considerable distribution since late September, and in a market that's under distribution, you really want to tread cautiously. You don't want to try to make money by swimming against the market tide and taking out a few long positions. So what I've been doing is taking some profits, taking some money off the table, raising my cash position, and keeping an eye out for potential new leadership. Now, a name like Priceline that comes out with seemingly strong earnings after the close, I really still am not expecting this stock to be a leader going forward. It's a stock that has made a massive price move already. In fact, we can pull up a weekly chart here if you're watching on Tiger TV, and we'll just take a look at shares of Priceline, PCLN. And we'll see a stock that has made just a monster run, and it's consolidating gains. This actually looks like a better short than a long at this point. Now, the stock looks like it's up sharply in after-hours trading, but again, I think if the market does start a new uptrend sometime between now and the end of the year, I think it's a good bet that old leaders like Priceline probably are not going to. They're not going to be where you want to be. You want to be in some of the newer names, stocks with much better technical pictures. So we'll see. We'll see what the how the market acts tomorrow. Take a look at crude oil today. Let's check in on crude oil. GLD closes today at 166.16, down 67 cents. This looks like it's ready to base and consolidate gains for a period of time here. Gold bullion today was, down $3.60, 0.2% to $1,715.50 an ounce. So take a look at the GLD. It's come off its recent high of 174, underneath its 50-day moving average now. So when a stock or ETF falls below its 50-day, can't rally back above it, sometimes it turns into a resistance level for the stock or ETF. So I'm not a buyer of the GLD here. It looks like it's ready to just kind of digest gains, consolidate gains for a little while, and that means I'll just kind of watch that process happen. And if you see renewed signs of institutional buying in the fund, then maybe I would consider nibbling, but it's been under a lot of selling pressure of late, and so what you have is institutional selling and not much in the way of institutional buying. Crude oil today up 85 cents to 87.09 a barrel. This was we had crude supply data earlier today that came out that showed an unexpected decline in weekly crude supplies. So crude oil up a little bit to 87.09. Busy week of earnings next week in the energy space. On Monday, we're going to hear from Transocean, Rig, EOG, McDermott. On Tuesday, we'll hear from Quicksilver. And then on Wednesday, Concha Resources and Continental Resources. We'll be right back, folks.
You've heard Tom O'Brien